Jared Lindsay back at Universal Studios, more specifically Island of Adventures, for another all-day eating video. We've done Universal, we've done City Walk, and now we're going to go to Islands of Adventure. And this one we're a little bit even more excited about than the other two because a couple of the restaurants we want to try look pretty interesting. We are going to start off with breakfast at the Croissant Moon Bakery. They also do lunch. Now, I haven't seen the breakfast sandwiches yet, but I have seen their lunch options. The lunch sandwiches look delicious, so we're pretty excited to go in here and try the breakfast food.
Hello, and here we are in the Croissant Moon Bakery in the Island of Adventure, and we ordered our breakfast, and we both got croissants. Surprise! I got the ham and cheese croissant, and Jared got the bacon, egg, and cheese croissant with a brookie.
And a brookie.
That he had warmed up.
Yeah, it's a little warm. It looks really good.
And I got a fruit tart.
Yeah, it was all...
That also came with fruit. I mean, my sandwich came with fruit.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't know it came with the fruit.
I didn't either. I wouldn't have got it. I thought it was just by itself.
I thought I wouldn't even get the dessert, but it's like, I kind of want to...
Yeah.
Try it. Everything looks really good.
Me too.
Your little fruit tart.
I'm excited. I know it's like chocolatey something in there.
Yeah. It was 19 with the Passover discount. Going in? It's a pretty big croissant. I don't know if you're going to be able to eat all that and your tart.
Probably not without a bellyache.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. Let me see that.
Could be a little bit more eggs on there, but... It is good. It's a little light on eggs, but it's good.
You get the bacon one, right?
Yeah, I was just getting the opposite of what you got.
On purpose?
Yeah, they only offered 2 croissants. Fruit is good. I was watching all these people walk by. It's like, imagining that Haggard line filling up already this morning. But I'm going to try my brookie. You can hear me. It's pretty good. That's really good.
Really? What's around the outside? Is that brownie?
It's like brownie and cookie. I'll give you a bite in a minute.
Okay.
I'm jealous of the look of yours. It's just really elaborate looking. What's it look like when it's cut? Just show me your bite.
Yeah, I get this piece too. It's got cake. It's like a cake or something on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate.
I'll try it.
It's a different kind of cake. It's dense.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like dense
good.
cake.
It is good though. But I have a feeling that's going to fill me up a lot.
Oh no. I really like that Crescent Moon Bakery. It was really good. My only complaint with the breakfast sandwiches is kind of a personal one, is there's not a lot of like protein on them. I don't eat bread typically, so if the sandwich is lacking and a lot of like cheese and meat, it kind of ruins my breakfast. But it was tasty. But I tried Lindsay's tart as well, dude. That was phenomenal. And the brookie was really good, but I think the tart was better. Lunchtime, and I'm gonna head into the 3 Broomsticks for lunch. I have shown some of the Harry Potter restaurant before in my other Universal Studios video, but we did breakfast. And the menu is completely different for lunch and dinner, so we're gonna head in and get some lunch. We are queued up to get lunch here in the 3 Broomsticks. It's a little bit hard to show what it looks like in here because it's wall-to-wall people and I have no room to walk except forward in the queue. We got some window decorations here while I'm in queue to order my food. Looking out the window, it is wall-to-wall people in Holland's Mead. I mean, it's usually pretty bad, but today's even worse because of the Haggard ride. Just to look at some of the food you can get. We pretty much had to eat outside because it is packed inside. I'm really hoping this Raven here is not an ominous sign of how this meal is going to go. No, I think he's just going to pick up these people's leftovers that they left on the table and for some reason didn't take care of. Personally, I prefer eating outside because it's really loud in there anyway. But here's what we got. Lindsay got some beef pasties and a garden salad. Looks pretty good, but it does look like they used maybe iceberg lettuce, which I'm not a fan of. And then I got fish and chips. Lindsay's was $9.99 and mine was, what were the fish and chips? Were they $16.99 or $15.99?
I think they were $15.99, but I'd have to check.
Together with the pass holder discount, they were $23 and some change. I will say this, they are a little too light on the french fries for my taste, to be honest. And those are some small beef pasties. The only difference is your meal wasn't very expensive, so I wouldn't complain too much about the amount of food there. It's mostly a salad with some beef pasties. But for the amount of money I paid for fish and chips, I could have got a few more fries. Now, while I do love a good salad, in fact, salad's one of my favorite things to eat, salad is salad. However, let's take a look at these pasties. It looks interesting. Looks like all meat. I mean, I guess there might be some potato in there.
Maybe some onion.
That's where we're from. Our state is known for gigantic pasties. So
Yeah, these are infant pasties.
they are baby pasties. Are they good?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's like a beef mixture, almost like a stewish taste.
Yeah.
It's really good.
They don't look quite as good as ours back home, though. 'Cause, I mean, we load up pasties with
good
potatoes
sauce.
and carrots and rutabaga
Yeah.
and meat,
Yeah.
and then put some beef gravy over it. But you know what?
They're good though.
She says
It's
they're
really
good.
I like them.
She says they're good. That's all that matters. Now, to be fair, I did try Lindsay's pasty here, and it is good. It's a good pasty. Not as good as the pasties we're used to, but it is good. Let me try these fish. I like it.
It smells good.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good fish and chips. Pretty much all fish and chips I eat, the fish tastes the same, so this is just as good as any other fish and chips I've had. Maybe the Finnegan's fish and chips is a little bit better. But maybe I'm misremembering that. I'm going to guess it's all the same recipe because it says, you know, even though that's Finnegan's restaurant, I'm betting they probably use a similar recipe.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's similar. Looks good though. And it does smell good. I like wedges. I don't know if I prefer wedges to fries, but
They're pretty good. Get my final thoughts here on my meal. For the price, I think it was a little light on potato fries, on potato wedges. It was a pretty good amount of fish. They could have been slightly bigger, and each piece may have been a little bit undersized. But I mean, that wasn't as much of a problem as the potatoes. Now, overall, for me personally, just the way my stomach works, this was a good amount. But I think for other people that can handle greasy foods a little bit better than I am, you might be a little bit underwhelmed with the amount of fish. Fish itself was pretty good. I thought it was as good as any other fish I've ever had. The only slight negative I would say about it was a little salty the more I ate it. Like, I mean, fish and chips is a greasy, salty meal to begin with. I thought this was slightly above average for salt content. I didn't necessarily enjoy all the extra salt, but it was good. I'm not gonna, don't mistake my words. It was good fish. I just have to prepare myself for the salt next time. Now, Lindsay says the beef pasty's good. Salad, not bad, but very generic.
yeah,
Which-
fresh tomatoes, but it's just iceberg lettuce. So
I think it's
nothing
time.
fancy.
Yeah, I think it's time for every restaurant in the world to move away from using iceberg lettuce for anything.
Yeah.
Use romaine, spinach, kale, something. Get rid of iceberg lettuce, please.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for dinner. We're going to try Mythos restaurant because supposedly it is the best theme park restaurant. At least that's what their little banner that they hang above the door says. What do you think so far?
I'm really digging the air conditioning in here.
I really like the entire look of the restaurant. It's really cool looking in here.
It
And the
is.
other thing I like is the music's calming, not loud.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling nice and relaxed.
It's very relaxing in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's pretty cool if you could take and kind of like span around and see like the decorations.
Yeah, they got
There's a bunch of
carvings.
kinda like little
It feels like you're kind of in a cave.
There's some bread.
Bread!
I don't really eat bread, but
I do.
I guess I will because I'm on vacation.
Sounds good. Eat some bread with butter.
Plus I got a lamb burger and that's gonna come on bread anyway. So.
That's also true. Cool decorations and flooring. Pretty sweet. I just wanted to get this cool fish fountain over here. Very, very relaxing in here. Oh, nice! It's a mermaid pillar. Just to give you an idea of the layout of the restaurant.
I got the ground lamb burger. I think that's all it was called, ground lamb burger. Check it out. Very excited. I sampled that sauce. It's really good. It tastes like it's a very olive-y taste because it's made of it's like some kind of feta olive, some other word I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I liked the sauce. That's probably
Interesting.
try the burger. I'll eat that separate. It's very good.
I got some kind of fancy grilled cheese, 3 cheeses, and it is sitting in tomato soup sauce or something like that with Parmesan cheese on top and homemade chips. And it smells amazing.
That's pork belly.
Oh, and there's a pork belly hiding in there.
That's what I was talking about.
That's cute.
It's really good.
Yes, pork belly is just fried bacon.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
And there she goes, cutting into it. She was very slowly. Oh, the light behind you is kind of washing you out. But
That's really good. It doesn't even taste like tomato soup. And it's like Texas toasty or garlic bready. It's excellent.
Texas toasty on garlic bready. That's a heck of a description. Is the pork belly kind of pork belly?
Probably. He said it's bacon.
And don't forget to try the potato chippies.
Yeah. Thick, crunchy bacon.
Well, that's going to do it for us for our Islands of Adventure all-day eating, even though we're back over in the Universal side filming this. The reason we're doing that is because it's crowded over in Islands of Adventure. There's no place really to kind of stand. But that Mythos? I think it's Mythos restaurant. That was pretty good. I can see why it's best theme park. I voted best theme park restaurant. The food was good. Our waiter was really good. He was funny and interesting. So we had a really good time. I think that's going to do it overall for like all-day eating. We've done City Walk, we've done Universal, now we've done Island of Adventures. I don't know what we'll do if we do any more eating videos here. Probably go back to City Walk, but it probably won't be like an all-day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Maybe we'll just pick like 3 restaurants and do like a 3-restaurant video, something like that. Because I do enjoy doing the restaurant videos. Oh, I will admit, today, this one we did have to do over 2 days because just like the Universal one, the restaurant's closed down just a little bit too early compared to how long you're going to be in the park. So we missed that one. We had to come back the next day and do it. But thanks for watching.